If you're wondering how I got here, let me catch you up. A few weeks ago, I decided to try playing Monopoly in real life, but with the added twist of having to use a different mode of transport to get to each and every location that's selected at random in each new video. This all began with a trip to New Brighton Pier on an e-scooter, followed by a day out at the International Antarctic Centre to ride an Antarctic hagland, and last week I had to walk 4.5 miles to take in the views from the top of Christchurch's famous gondola. This morning, after rolling the dice and landing on Willowbank Wildlife Park, fate decided that bike was going to be the method of transport, and that brings us to... So that was a pretty pleasant bike ride actually, but I just managed to get here to the wildlife park. Just gone in and collected the tickets and got some feed for the animals as well. And I also picked up a map as well, and it looks like the first stop that we're going to be seeing is going to be the eels. Really? Already? So before I go ahead and open this envelope, let me just quickly explain what it is. So in this week's episode, to make things a little bit more interesting, my partner has written me some challenges to complete as we're going through the zoo. I don't have any idea what these are, but if I complete the challenge, I get to unlock the feed to feed the animals in that area. If I forfeit the challenge, then I do not get to unlock that feed and I do not get to feed the animals. And I really want to feed the animals. Let's open this envelope and see what the challenge is. Challenge number 1, let's see what we have to do. Answer 3 animal questions to unlock your first feed bag. So our first question is, what is the world's largest species of fish? The largest fish in the ocean is a whale shark, but the largest bony fish is a sunfish.
Well, the correct answer was a whale shark.
There we go, number 1. Number 2, what is the largest living land animal? Well, that'd be an African elephant, yeah? Correct, good.
Number 2.
And number 3, what is the only mammal capable of sustained flight? Well, that'd be a bat.
That's all 3.
We got all 3 questions right, so I've unlocked feed number 1, and that's going to be for the eels. Let's go. Just come down to the eel habitat, and we're about to feed our first animal. Honestly, these guys are absolutely huge, so this is what they're going to be eating. Just getting excited. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's evolving. He's evolving in front of our eyes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're coming at me from all angles. Hey. Oh, you keep knocking it off the spoon. Oh, a little one. Oh, and last scoop. Make it last. There we go. Sorry, buddy. We're all gone. That was a bit sketchy. Some of those eels were absolutely massive, and there was a sign on the side as well that said apparently they can live for like over 100 years. That was super fun, and also like just have a look at this place behind. One thing that I do really love about it here is how just like wild and natural everything is. You can hear all the noises around me, and all the animals are just left here just to roam around and just approach as they want. Honestly, if I was a millionaire, this would be like my ideal like back garden. Just coming into one of the first bird habitats now. I think this is sort of like ornamental ducks. Okay, so it turns out you can't actually go into that one, so we're going to keep walking and see if we can actually find another exhibit that's a bit more interactive. Found it. Okay, apparently this is the walk-through bird enclosure. This section has quite a lot of different animals, a lot of native birds, but it also has a large area full of tropical birds. So we're going to go and check that one out first because it's a walk-through exhibit. Cool hairdo. For this first like walkthrough thing, I think it's all like Australian birds. There's a lot of cockatoos, and honestly, like I never thought I was like a huge bird person, but some of these animals are just really cool. Oh, there's so many birds just like flying around over your head. This guy nearly just landed on top of me. Oh. Oh. We know what this is. This is our second challenge. Okay, so we know what we're doing with this. Better open it up. Successfully mimic the call of the white bellbird, the world's loudest bird, to unlock your second feed bag. Okay, so I've just watched a clip of a white bellbird. This is what it sounds like. So that's what I have to try and do.
Just give it your best shot.
I've just got that video in my head of when the girl tries to do the train.
It doesn't seem that hard.
No.
I think we need another one.
Oh.
I don't think that was good enough.
Oh.
One more try, come on, you got this.
I am the bird. Ah.
Okay, you can have that one.
Right, good, because I'm not doing it again. Right, give me the feed. Yep, thank you. I've got my bird feed. I'm going to feed some birds. I can't do calls, all right? Leave me alone. Hey, buddy. Oh, dinner. Num, num, num. Oh. So I fed the eels, I fed the birds. Now it's time to go feed myself. There you go. So that's us fed and watered. Just gonna head back round the park now. Still got loads more to go and explore and see. I'm gonna head to the part where we just was, and Number 3. Challenge number 3. Thought we'd come and open it in this little hut. Before I go ahead and open this one, if you are enjoying this content, make sure you like and subscribe. Would really do me a favour. Here we go with challenge number 3. Get a selfie with these 3 animals to unlock your third feed bag. Okay, so I know what the pigs are, I know what the capybara is. I'm not sure what a Takahe is. So, gonna have to Google that one, try and find out what that animal is. Okay, but we've got our next challenge. Seems like we're gonna have to do quite a bit of walking around from this one. But just for reference, here are the 3 animals on the screen that we have to go and take selfies with. So, I guess we need to go and find them. I've just Googled the animals that we need to take selfies with, just to sort of double check that we are definitely getting the right ones. Now it turns out that middle one, the Takahe, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, it's a bird, but you'll already know that because I showed you the pictures. So I'm gonna head back round to where we finished before we came for dinner. There was a load of wild birds in that habitat, and hopefully we'll be able to go and see it there. Just stopped for a quick feeding break to give those Chinese geese a bit of dinner. I've just come back to the aviary now, the large walkthrough one where we finished before lunchtime. Hopefully we can find our bird. Okay, so I think I have found the second animal that we need to take a selfie with. I believe these guys here are the Takahe, the Tauki. Really sorry that I'm saying that wrong. They look slightly similar to the ones that came up on Google, but it's the closest thing that I've found that looks like them, so I'm pretty convinced. So I need to try and get a selfie. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get this guy to come over. Yeah. No, not you, though. Oh, he's good. Yeah, man, turn around, buddy. Got camera shy, there we go. Okay, so we're 1 down, 2 to go. Let's go find the rest of our animals. And the capybara, there they are, just chilling down over there. So it's good opportunity to get our selfie number 2. That was easier than expected. That's 2 out of 3, 1 more to go. Guess we're going this way. I'm just walking into the farmyard section of the zoo now. So if I'm not mistaken, this is where we're going to find animal number 3 for our selfies. Here's our big boy. So with that selfie, that is challenge number 3 completed, which means I can go feed the farm animals. Because this bit of the zoo is all like featured around like farm animals, it's all like designed and decorated to look like an old school farm. There's like tractors and stables and everything everywhere. It looks really cool. So this is actually a really good video for me to film. Anyone that knows me knows how obsessed I am with animals. I actually went to university and did animal conservation for my degree. I have worked in zoos in the past. I work in zoos at the moment. I'm really glad that I got to land on this place because not only is it something I'm just really passionate about and really enjoy, but it's also such a cool and interactive experience that you don't typically get from like a standard zoo. So if you are coming to visit Christchurch, I 100% recommend a visit to Willowbank. Why it was left out of the Monopoly board, I honestly have no idea. So I don't know if I mentioned at the start, but the animal feed was $4 per bag or per tub for what we fed the eels. Now, I know it might seem a little bit expensive and it can add to the price of your day out, but honestly, it's so worth it because it makes the whole experience so much more interactive and more enjoyable. So if you are going to come along, we've got another challenge. They've just come and sat down by the wasp's nest. Best find out what this last one is then. Successfully spot a New Zealand Kiwi, New Zealand's national bird, to unlock your present. What's the present? I've been told these guys are quite elusive, so let's go try and spot a Kiwi. I know they definitely do have Kiwi here because it's on their website. They actually guarantee a sighting. I guess I'm going to find out if that statement's true or not. I haven't actually seen the Kiwi house yet, so we need to now go and try and find that one so we can complete our last challenge because I want my present. So I've just come across this sign that says Kiwi this way, but also if we just look underneath, it says that's where the Takahe are as well. So maybe that one that I saw earlier wasn't the right bird. I mean, I've already had the feed, but we'll try and get the selfie still. This is now going into the native section. So this is where we should be able to spot our Kiwi. So it makes sense that the Takahe is going to be here as well. So it almost definitely wasn't that last bird that I took a picture with. I'm just now coming in to the Kia exhibit. So this is like a walk through aviary. Cool as these guys are, and it was nice to see our first native species. There's a bit more of an iconic bird that we're on the hunt for, so we need to keep moving because I need my present. Now this is probably one of my favourite New Zealand animals. This is a tuatara. So this little guy here sat under the heat lamp. So it looks like a lizard, but it actually isn't. So it's what is known as convergent evolution. So they've evolved completely separately from the rest of the lizard group around the entire world. They are genetically as different from lizards as snakes are. They are still a reptile, but they are a complete own class of animal, and they only exist here in New Zealand. How cool is that? So when they say here that they guarantee you'll see a Kiwi, I think these are the ones they are guaranteeing that you'll see. Now, Even though the challenge didn't specify that it had to be alive, I feel like a taxidermied one is a bit of a cop-out. So we're not going to count this, we are going to carry on until we find a live kiwi. Actually starting to get dark now here, and also the attraction closes at 5 o'clock. So we've got about half an hour, so I'm going to have to hurry up if I want to spot a kiwi in time so I can win my prize. So it turns out that my inkling was correct, because as we've just come into this section where the kiwi are, this is where the Takahe are as well. So I think we need to try and get another selfie. Okay, so apparently there's 4 kiwi in here. We need to let our eyes and ears adjust and be very quiet. I can see one, I can see one. Right up at the back corner against that wall. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's right up at the back there. And so there we have it, our 4th and final challenge complete. We spotted a kiwi. I think we're nearly at the end of the zoo now, so it will shortly be time to head home, but I think I've got a prize to collect. Right, so I believe I have just about come to the end of the zoo now. The entrance is literally just over this little bridge, so what's my prize?
I will buy you something from the gift shop and I'll get you a takeaway tonight.
Yay!